Yeah. Just when you thought it was safe after I dogged the shit out of bad poopers, here I come with a sequel. I'm going to go after the source of the subs this time around. This is the top 10 things that YouTube poop fanboys do. Now this is a sequel to a video I did a while back called the top 10 worst things that bad poopers do. And for a good reason. Because a lot of YouTube poop fanboys happen to be poopers themselves. No doubt, very terrible ones. So a lot of these numbers I'm going to mention here could also be things that bad poopers do. Because, well, some of them happen to be poopers. Well, I was rambling, but now I'm out of stuff to ramble about, so let's get after it. This is the top 10 things that bad pooper fanboys do. Or whatever I said this was. Number 10. This is at the bottom of the list because it's not very well known. But I've actually sat down with a few poop fanboys and talked with them and researched how they act, and I found this out. Some poop fanboys won't subscribe to somebody they don't know. Even if they've made a decent poop, they'll say, well, I don't know who this is. This isn't Homo Productions or Lugia Legleg. How do you pronounce her name? Fuck. But yeah, if it's not a poop by one of their favorite poopers, they won't subscribe. Nor will they actually take the time to get out there and start looking for other poopers. Like see if there's somebody that's better than the pooper they like now. So I guess you could call number 10 fear of branching out or just not having the want to. So I guess if you have this problem, a good cure for it would be is to check out all the popular poopers and see what poopers they like. Or you could also check out some really good collabs and see the video responses to them and see which ones are good. You might find somebody you ain't even heard of but made a good poop. But for God's sakes, don't look at the responses for the White Power collab. Oh my god. I mean, there's like 3 or 4 good ones, but the rest of them suck ass. Number 9. I know about this problem because I have it. Poop fanboys will get down on their knees and beg you to either poop something, poop a video of them, or watch one of their videos. I have a problem with the third one mostly, but I do get a lot of shit about kids. Will you please poop this source I found? Or will you please poop this webcam video of me when I was out on a trip with my friends in vacation? And only those webcam videos they send me are like shit quality or something of that matter. I've addressed this 3 times now, and I know you're not going to listen to me, but I'm going to say it one more time. Don't send me videos. I don't watch videos that people send me. If you make good poops or the source is good, trust me, I probably already know about it. Number 8. Poop fanboys get suckered into the dumbest internet fads and memes and try their best to shove it in YouTube poop's face. YouTube poop is not a place for internet memes, kids. And if they like it enough, it's gonna end up in their avatar. I guess you know what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about this little cocksucking faggot. This piece of shit is everywhere. If you go look in your sub box, I don't care if you've got 10 subs, 1 sub, or 1,000 subs. Chances are you're going to have 2 or 3 of these little ugly pieces of crap. I know I've said pieces of this and that at 100 times right now, but it is. It's a piece of shit, and it's dumb, it's ugly, and it's MS Paint, which even makes it even worse. If you have one of these as your avatar right now, you're automatically a meme-loving weeaboo fag. Go die in a fire. But yeah, I'll shut up about it. Anyway, these things have got to go. They're old, unfunny, and nobody likes them except internet faggots. Number 7, you can find this a lot from bad poopers who happen to be poop fanboys. Copycat pooping. What is that, you ask? Well, that's where these poop fanboys who happen to be poopers as well, they try to make poops that are almost exact replicas of poops that their favorite pooper made. Now, there's nothing wrong with using the same source as another pooper uses. I mean, I know people who use Paper Doll Man all the time. I don't care. And I know some people that use Sabrina. That makes me a little jealous. But anyway. But the thing is, they use the same sources and make the same jokes. Now, I don't mean just reference it. Like I know a bunch of Adventures of Sonic poopers who reference Boogity Boo's joke, chocolate-covered cock. Either they'll get somebody else to say it or make him say it in a different way. See, that's fine. That's original. I mean blatantly copycatting somebody, like using the exact same jokes they did. Like, once I saw a poop of the Dr. Mario Flash that was a huge rip-off of Fancy Santa's Fever, Chills, and Runny Nose. Same repeat, same pitch shifts, everything. I go into more detail, but we ain't even scratched the surface yet, so here we go. Number 6, and this should be obvious. Poop fanboys are not exactly the most mature of people in the world. With a whole bunch of them, all you got to do to gain their respect is make a random character say a curse word. Seriously, if you replace the nouns of every character in a source with sentence-mixed bad words, you would automatically gain their respect. 5-5, fave, sub. And of course, you'd also get the random comment like, "Oh lol, you made so-and-so say fuck me in the ass, LOLXD. Not only are they not mature, they ain't too bright neither. That brings me to number 5. And I'm addressing my pooping buddies here. Would you believe they actually believe that we paid for this software? I mean, I'll be honest, I know a couple of people who's actually bought Vegas, and I'm not going to make fun of them. Good on them. They won't go to hell. But yeah, you can buy Vegas. There's an El Cheapo version of Vegas. You can get at Best Buy or somewhere. It's like $100. Or you want to try Adobe Premiere? They got that too. In fact, they got this little thing that's got Photoshop and Premiere if you want both of that shit. It's also about $100. Yeah, I know what you're saying. $100? That's not El Cheapo. Well, let me clue you this. The Vegas that I'm using is Sony Vegas 7, and if you look that up on Amazon, I believe it says that it's about $450, so that just gives you an idea. The version at Best Buy is really stripped down. But yeah, we got our own ways of getting our video editors, kids. If you ain't figured it out by now, you never will. I ain't about to explain it to you. Number 4, let's talk about ear rape! Yes, sir, motherfucker. That's the thing about ear rape. Either you like it or you don't, and most poop fanboys don't. And let me tell you why. Because most poop fanboys own laptops that don't have a volume knob. I bet you $50 that's what it is. So when the rape comes by, they're nowhere near a volume knob so they can get ready for it. And what does that cause? Their parents waking up, their pets going crazy, and their ears getting, well, raped. Now, I've actually asked people why they don't like ear rape, and one of the responses I got, well, it's loud, and it's obnoxious, and it's stupid. Well, that's why people love it. If you hate it for that reason, then you don't understand ear rape. Ear rape's supposed to be obnoxious.
Here comes another Indonesian tidal wave.
Number 3, a real poop fanboy will refuse to let go of those 100-year-old poop memes. Spaghetti dinner, bagel, my boy, over 9,000 toast dinner. So funny, yes. Unfortunately, I know that's something that's never going to die because every time a person who's never heard of YouTube poop before finds YouTube poop, that's what they're going to find and that's what they're going to think it is, and they're going to become a fanboy of it. And next thing you know, they're Walrus Guy worshippers. But yes, Ouija, Sparta remixes, what the fuck boom, none of that's funny anymore. And in my opinion, wasn't funny to begin with. Number 2, poop fanboys, a lot of the time, won't watch a YouTube poop if they don't know what the source is. If it's not CDI or their favorite TV show or franchise, they're not going to watch it. And that's bad on poopers like me because I try to find the weirdest, most obscure stuff that probably only 1 or 2 people have ever seen. Now let's get on number 1. The number 1 thing that poop fanboys do that pisses me off more than anything else on God's green earth is... And before I say this, yes, I'm aware that what I'm about to say may cause me to lose subscribers, and if that's so, so be it. Poop fanboys will only watch poops that have only one style of pooping, and 99.9% of the time, it's sentence mixing, with a plot most of the time. This is a cancer that is killing YouTube poop right here. Kids that will watch nothing but Swish Films, Quibi Jibby, Tornus, and the rest of those CDI sentence mixing fagots. They could really care less about the effort that other poopers put into random chopping, ear rape effects, and cool other little visual mess. They would rather sit there and listen to the King and Link make sex jokes and fight. That's all about 90% of these CDI sentence mixing poops are, kids. They're just nothing but sex jokes. And the CDI characters fighting with each other. That's all it is. I don't consider that YouTube poop. All they're doing is splicing up the words of the characters, not really hardly putting any visual effort in it at all, just working with the audio, and then making them say, fuck me in the ass, lol, lol, fuck you, and all that kind of shit. It's a practice that's been done for a million years. There's nothing new about it. And I don't call that YouTube poop. That is not YouTube poop. That's mainstream internet shit. If you're one of these kids that just watches YouTube poops to hear sex joke sentence mixing, you can just suck my fucking dick, okay? The real community doesn't want you. You are what's wrong with YouTube poop. Go out and watch some real YouTube poops by real poopers who actually sit down and put shitloads of effort into their videos. Whew! That was a load off. Well, that's all the time I got for now, kids. That's my list. I will have y'all some news pretty soon. This is Stuart K. Reilly. This is YouTube Poop News. See y'all later.